What if your cat has been waiting for you to do one thing their entire life and you've never done it? Most owners think they've figured their cat out, but there's a list of things your cat quietly craves that almost nobody talks about. And here's what makes it heartbreaking. These aren't big, complicated gestures. They're painfully simple. But if you keep getting them wrong, which most owners do without realizing, your cat starts to give up on asking. Here's the first thing they've been waiting for. 1. Give them a high place to own. Have you ever caught your cat climbing on top of the fridge and immediately pulled them down? Most owners do. But that moment you thought was bad behavior. Your cat was doing exactly what their instincts were begging them to do. Cats are wired to seek out the highest point in any room. It's one of their deepest instincts. In the wild, height means safety. It means control. It means I can see everything and nothing can sneak up on me. A study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats with access to vertical spaces showed significantly lower stress levels than cats without them. That's not a preference. That's a need. And most owners never meet it. Think about your home right now. Where does your cat go when they're overwhelmed or scared? If the answer is under the bed or behind the couch, that tells you something. They're hiding low because you never gave them the option to feel safe up high. A simple wall shelf, a tall cat tree near a window, even clearing off the top of a bookcase and placing a blanket there can change your cat's entire emotional state. When a cat has a high place they can call their own, they stop hiding. They start watching. And that shift from hiding to watching is the exact moment your cat begins to feel like your home is also theirs. And if this one surprised you, the last thing on this list is the one most owners feel guilty about once they hear it. Because you've had the chance to do it every single day and never knew. 2. Stop petting when they didn't ask. Have you ever reached out to pet your cat and they flinched, ducked, or just walked away? Most owners shrug it off, but your cat just told you something important and you missed it. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Every time you reach out and touch your cat without them asking for it, you're making a withdrawal from a trust account you didn't know existed. 1 or 2, no big deal. But dozens of times a day, week after week, that balance runs dry. Cats are one of the only domestic animals that need to initiate affection on their own terms for it to actually feel good to them. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats who had control over when and how they were touched showed stronger bonds with their owners than cats who were petted freely. So what does asking actually look like? It's the head nudge against your hand, the slow walk toward you with their tail straight up, the moment they curl into your lap without being placed there. Those are invitations. Everything else is you deciding for them. The hardest part, doing nothing. Letting your cat walk past you without reaching down. Sitting on the couch and keeping your hand still. It feels unnatural. But the moment you stop reaching and start waiting, something changes. Your cat starts coming to you more. Not because you trained them to, but because you finally became someone who felt safe to approach. And hey, before we keep going, if this is making you see your cat a little differently, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more owners who want to understand what their cat has been waiting for. 3. Sit on the floor with them. When was the last time you actually sat on the floor next to your cat? Not to grab them, not to clean something, just to be there. Most owners don't realize this, but your cat spends their entire life looking up at you. You're this giant figure that walks fast, makes loud noises, and towers over them every single moment of the day. From their perspective, you're unpredictable, and unpredictable things don't feel safe. But something fascinating happens when you lower yourself to their level. Researchers in animal behavior have noted that cats interpret body height as a signal of threat or dominance. The smaller you make yourself, the less intimidating you become. It's not about being weak, it's about being approachable. Try this. Next time your cat is lounging in the living room, just sit on the floor a few feet away from them. Don't call them over. Don't reach out. Just exist in their space at their height. Watch what happens. Most cats will look at you differently almost immediately. Some will slowly walk over. Others will just relax deeper into wherever they're lying because for the first time, you're not something to monitor. This is especially powerful for cats who are shy, anxious, or new to your home. You can spend months trying to earn their trust with treats and toys. Or you can sit on the floor for 10 minutes and let gravity do the work. Your cat has been waiting for you to come down to their world. Most owners never think to do it. Let them sniff before you touch. Do you offer your hand before you pet your cat? Or do you just go straight for the head? Be honest, because most owners skip this step every single time, and it's one of the biggest trust breakers in your cat's day. Here's what's happening from your cat's perspective. Their sense of smell is 14 times stronger than yours. Scent is how they read the world. It's how they identify you, how they detect your mood, and how they decide whether this moment feels safe or not. When you skip the sniff and go straight for the pet, you're basically skipping hello and going straight for a hug with someone who wasn't ready. The right way is almost too easy. Before you touch your cat, extend one finger or the back of your hand a few inches from their nose. Let them come to you. Let them take in the information. If they lean in or bump your hand, that's a green light. If they pull back or turn away, that's your answer too. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats who were allowed to initiate contact through scent investigation first showed fewer signs of stress and aggression during handling. That one small pause before touching completely changes how your cat experiences your hand. Think about how many times a day you reach for your cat. Now imagine every single one of those moments starting with a 2-second pause. That's all it takes. 2 seconds of patience that tell your cat, I respect you enough to ask first. 5. Build a routine they can predict. Have you ever noticed your cat waiting by their bowl at the exact same time every day, even without a clock? That's not a coincidence. That's your cat telling you what they need most from you. Cats don't experience time the way we do. They experience patterns when you feed them at the same hour, play with them at the same moment, and settle into the couch at the same point every night. Your cat builds an internal map of their entire day around you, and that map is everything to them. When that map breaks, so does something inside their sense of safety. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that unpredictable environments were one of the leading causes of chronic stress in indoor cats. We're not talking about big disruptions like moving or bringing home a new pet. We're talking about small things. Feeding 30 minutes late, skipping playtime for a week, coming home at different hours every night. To you, that's just life. To your cat, the one stable thing in their world just became unreliable. The fix isn't about being robotic. It's about being consistent in the moments that matter. Feed them around the same time. Have a short play session they can count on. Even something as simple as sitting in the same spot when you watch TV at night gives your cat a rhythm they can relax into. Here's what most owners get wrong. They want their cat to be more affectionate, more playful, more trusting. But they never connect that to routine. A cat who doesn't know what's coming next is a cat who's always on guard. And a cat who's always on guard doesn't have the energy to love you the way they want to. Routine is what takes that guard down. 6. Talk to them out loud. Do you ever talk to your cat when nobody else is around? Maybe when you're making coffee or walking through the house. If you do, you're not crazy. You're doing the one thing your cat has been waiting for the longest. Here's what most people don't know. Cats don't meow at other cats. Not as adults. Meowing is a language they developed exclusively for communicating with humans. Your cat looked at you and over time created a vocal system designed for one audience, you. A study from Lund University in Sweden found that cats develop unique vocal patterns tailored to their specific owner. That means no other cat on earth sounds the way yours does because no other cat is trying to talk to you. But here's where it gets emotional. Your cat has been speaking this language every single day. At the door when you come home, in the kitchen when you're cooking, at night when they follow you down the hallway. They've been talking. And most owners never talk back. You don't need to use special words. You don't need a specific tone. Just talk to them the way you talk to someone you share your life with. Tell them about your day. Say good morning when you wake up. Narrate what you're doing while you're cooking dinner. It sounds silly, but research published in Animal Cognition found that cats can recognize their owner's voice and respond differently to it compared to a stranger's voice. They're listening and they know when you're talking to them.